Hey, what's up, guys? This is Dwight here with Retro Crypto YouTube channel. Don't cry, don't run for the hills. We're going to be just fine. But before we start talking about this, hit that like button, guys. Give me a tip. Smash it. Hit that like button. Show me some love. The more likes that I get, the more traffic that YouTube sends my direction. The more traffic that comes my direction, the more people learn about Hex. Because at my deepest in my heart, I am a Hexican. All right, I love Richard Hart to death. I think he really cares about the average Joe. But with that said, my subscribers are at 1,328, and I want to thank each, 1,300 is, no, 1,328, sorry. And I just want to thank each and every one of you that took the time to subscribe. Make sure you hit that little bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. Speaking of that, sorry for not uploading a new video the last few days. I've been kind of tied up, but I'm back. I guarantee you a video every day moving forward. All right, guys. Well, got to do it. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just an ordinary guy on the internet with a passion for cryptocurrency. It's essential that you do your own research before making any and all financial decisions. All right, guys. Now, this is not financial advice for me right now, but I'm going to tell you, you do not lose until you sell. Okay? It's not financial advice, but that's what I'm doing. I'm not losing anything. All right. The market's horrible right now. It's we've been waiting for this to happen for a while. At least I have been, as far as Bitcoin with the halving and the cycles and what is the true cycle of Bitcoin. Well, it looks like the 4 year cycle is in effect. We're 2 years in, which means we have 2 years to go. As usual, we're well into the bear market before anybody admits it. And then when we're out of the bear market, nobody will even realize we're out of the bear market. It's the way it goes, guys. Even a recession. I mean, we already know the U.S. is in a recession, but nobody's trying to admit it. You know what I mean? And I'm sure the rest of the world's the same. We got Australia, UK, definitely have followers from those two places, and Hong Kong lately, which is impressive. Um, but anyway, this video is going to be about four hexagons. As you can see, we're down 15.1% today. It is May 9th at 6:57 p.m. It sucks, but I need you guys to stay strong and to stay firm. Don't panic sell. You don't lose until you sell. Now, granted, there are situations where you need to sell, but you don't lose until you sell, okay? If you bought Hex when it was up, I had a bad feeling about it as high as it was, but at this point, I think it's starting to come down into a bargain, to the bargain section. Not quite yet, but it's getting there. Hex is still number 6 in the market cap on crypto bubbles. It's got a long way to go to catch up with the USDC coin, but it's still up there. And XRP is not too far underneath, but hopefully it doesn't catch up. And you know how I feel about Solana, but I still love Cardano. All right. Let's jump forward into this real quick. Let's look at HEX Daily Stats for today before we go into the technical analysis portion of it. Why am I so bright? Let me dull this a little bit. There we go. Shining off my bald head is what it's doing. All right. You gotta stay positive in crypto world, guys. You can't panic and run for the hills. The volatility is vicious, and it's going to get worse. But this is where you make so much money if you're smart and you stay the course. All right. You're going to be buying things for wholesale value, and just waiting for the market to go back up. It's a great opportunity. Look at it as opportunity. All right. But anyway, let's look at HEX daily stats. HEX price right now is 14.8 USD cents. That is. T-share price is currently 3,226 USD. The T-share rate for one T-share is 21,771 hex. The payout per T-share is 6.232 hex. The penalties is 2.7 million hex. That's not bad for today. The liquidity for hex is 168 million hex. Liquidity USDC is 20.4 million USD. Liquidity ETH is 3.8 ETH. All right. Yesterday, you can see it was a major drop. It went from 17 cents down to 14 cents today. And it ain't done yet, guys. You just get ready for it. All right. All right. Let's take a look at Hex on the with the charting here. And you're going to see right now that well, man, it's not too it's that's vicious. Let's see, where did we start with this? All right. Well, you can see right now, Hex took a serious tumble. According to VPVR, Right here, this is a line that it draws automatically. It hit a resistance at 18 cents. As usual, it can never quite make it up to the 20 cents, and it broke back down. All right, now I have a support drawn in right here at 12.5 cents. Hopefully it doesn't drop underneath of 12.5 cents, but it's a good possibility. If we're lucky, it's going to hold at 13.8, but I'd rather be safer than sorry, and we're going to say 12.5 cents, all right? But if we're lucky, it'll hold at 13.8. Now, don't fool yourself. It could drop much lower. It can always drop all the way back down to 8 cents. Now, we're hoping that doesn't happen, but in the crypto world, anything can happen. You always want to be prepared for the worst case scenario so that you don't over panic. Now, if you look at the volume, this is from the change of the year. The volume is still relatively low. Even with all this sell-off pressure, the volume is low, guys. So I find that interesting in itself. All right. Now we're going to look at the moving average for HEX. Now, granted, everything we're looking at right now is on a daily chart. I don't want you guys panicking. All right, so I'm just doing daily charts. If I do the 4-hour charts, it may make people have irrational make people have irrational thoughts or make irrational decisions. All right, so with the 4 MA, the 4 moving averages here, you're going to see on a daily chart where actually the daily chart still looks pretty good for HEX, to tell you the truth. You see the 20-day is a purple. It crossed over the 50-day and the 100-day, and it's working its way up to the 200-day moving average. Now, this is the wick right here where it dropped significantly today. But when you look at the daily chart, it gives you an overall feeling of the volume and the health of HEX. Now, of course, if you drop down a 4-hour chart, it's a whole different view. But we're not worried about the 4-hour chart because it's hectic right now in the crypto world. We're just going to stick with the daily charts. The volume, like I said, is relatively low. The MACD does have HEX going into, it's still bullish, but it's about to go bearish. But you got to remember, the MACD lags behind the market. Now, looking at HEX with the exponential moving average, HEX on a daily chart it wicked very deep into the bearish territory. Now, technically, HEX is still bullish because how can I word this? It didn't dip down too far. So this candle that wicked down here, it is still pretty healthy. So hopefully it'll hold, but it's more likely going to be going bearish in the near future if Pulsechain doesn't launch. Of course, the 4-hour chart has it hardcore bearish. That's why I'm not worried about the 4-hour chart right now. We're going to stretch things out a little bit to get a better feeling for how healthy is the project. All right. And you know what? I haven't had any drinks today, so I don't know why I'm stuttering over my words so much. I guess the stress is getting to me, but I'm going to keep smiling, and I'm not going to let it affect me. You know what I mean? I'm going to push through this. All right. The Ichimoku chart right now is on a daily chart, and as you can see, the Ichimoku is predicting, now this is daily, so daily goes all the way out to June 3rd. It's predicting a lot of bearishness, a real tight band of bearishness for HEX, so nothing too extreme, and then returning to bullishness. Now, I'm sure the 4-day is going to be all bear. No. Now, the 4-day chart with Ichimoku is predicting some bullishness, but it was also predicting it here before this major drop, so I'm sure that's about to change. All right. Now, the Bollinger Band has HEX as being oversold. That's not a surprise. RSI has HEX oversold. Not a surprise. And the fear and greed indicator has everybody on the fearful side of things when it comes to HEX. HEX with the market cipher chart, we're going to do it on a daily, of course. The daily, you have a significant wick down here. It's not saying that it's officially bearish, but there is a bearish continuation here. Now, if we jump over to the 4-hour chart, I guarantee you, very, very bearish with a sell signal right here. So, just stay calm, guys. Like I said, you don't lose until you sell. And if you're a true HEX king, you have no worries. All right. Now, I did my personal, I like to call it my famous little wedge here. I like to do like a double wedge. Right now, we're bouncing inside this sideways triangle right here. If we break out of there, the secondary wedge that I want to see if it can stay inside of this secondary. Ideally, I want to see it break out on the top of this triangle, and then break out on the top of this. Then you know it's bullish. But if it breaks out bottom here, manages to stay inside of this, stay inside of here, and then break out on the top, I'm very happy with that, guys. All right. All right. So, long story short, At this current moment, HEX is bearish like everything else. You know it was going to be bearish. I feel that the market overall, let's look at some of these numbers and some of the things that follow over here. The worst hit that I have is my Luna Terra, and I do own UST, so I don't know. I have to start thinking about the stable coins. But yeah, the market itself, man, it just took a hell of a hit. HEX is right in the middle of it all, so it's all good. All right. So we're going to look at this total market cap here. You're going to see that currently, we're down to $1.41 trillion. That's what all the crypto is worth in the world. It looks like the first really rock solid support that I saw was at 1.18 trillion. So hopefully that holds, but anything can happen. It could blow right through it before I'm done the video. If it does, just stay calm, guys. Don't do anything irrational, okay? Now let's take a peek at Bitcoin. As you can see, Bitcoin is currently what do we have here? Bitcoin is currently $31,080. It's already changed, of course. Now, I had drawn this the other day, and then I realized I had to work extra shifts at work. So, but I'll give you a rundown because I knew this was coming, and I could have been well. I didn't say any good videos after the last couple of days. All right, so HEX broke through this first support point right here, which was at let me make sure I get this right, which was at 34,312. It broke through that support. The next support I had drawn out was at 32,926. And then the very next support, which is actually underneath where we are currently, but we're rapidly approaching it right here, is at 31,000. I'm sorry, is at 29,290. Hopefully we don't break that point, but it's more than likely we will. The next point down will be 25,914. The next Bitcoin support will be at 22,330. And the very next one, which I really don't think we're going to go underneath, is 19,110. But like I said, anything is possible. And if it happens, it happens, all right? But don't do anything irrational. It's going to come back like gangbusters, all right? You just got to be patient. That's why I'm an investor, not a trader. Now, if you're a trader, you want to short the market, yeah, this is when you guys make your bucks. But I hope you get it right, because if you get it wrong, you get wrecked, all right? Like I said, there's so much money to be made during a bear market. You just got to be patient, observant, and just do your due diligence. Just a lot of research, follow a lot of YouTubers, read, get on Twitter. You want to get in Discord. There's so much money to be made out there, guys. And this is the time to make it. All right, Bitcoin. Bitcoin right now, I'm have this on a 4-hour chart. I'm going to go with the daily chart. The daily chart for Bitcoin has Bitcoin, let's see, bearish continuation, bearish continuation, bearish continuation, bearish continuation, bearish continuation, and a significant drop down today. And this was a sell signal right here on April 12th. Long story short, Bitcoin is bearish right now. And it's pretty damn obvious considering we're all the way down here. All right. If we look at Bitcoin here with the moving averages on a daily chart, Bitcoin 20-day, the 50-day is about to go do a cross with the 100-day. It looks horrible. The MACD for Bitcoin is bearish, extremely bearish. The RSI for Bitcoin is oversold, extremely oversold. That's why I said like the money can be made, because wherever it does choose to find support at, I mean, yeah, I mean everybody's just you're selling, sell. If you just hold the line, like say you have your Bitcoin, you don't even need it for the next 2 years. Why are you selling it? Just sit on it, and it'll come right back. Or you can risk selling it now, think you can get it back later. What happens if you can't? That's the way I look at things. But the RSI and the Bollinger Bands both have Bitcoin on oversold. The fear and greed indicator has it on the fearful side of things. Bitcoin with the Ichimoku chart is on a daily. It doesn't look as bad as yeah, it's very bearish. Remember, it goes out to June 2nd, June 3rd. It's very bearish. This for Bitcoin, bearish. HEX, bearish. No crap, right? Now, let's take a look here at Hedron. I was going to update these, but I decided to leave it because I felt they actually did okay considering what happened. Now, this is what I had drawn last video, and obviously it broke out of this wedge. So let's go ahead and fix it real quick. So what we're going to do, because everything broke out of the wedges today, guys, so it's like not even worth panicking over. And actually, all considered, it did rather well. So let's watch it on the sideways triangle here, little wedge I like to do, and let's see if it can stay in there and maybe break out, because it was making improvement, guys. It really was. Hedron. If you look at Maxi, this is the wedge I have for Maxi. Of course, it broke out down here, but it wasn't too bad of a breakout, all considered, guys. I mean, it made it up to, I think it made 25 cents. It was 24.7. But, yeah, obviously the market dropped, so it dropped with it. So I'm actually kind of happy seeing where it held with this wedge. I'm not going to lie. But let's go ahead and create something new here so we can keep tracking it. But I'm very happy with that. That was actually pretty rock solid as far as I'm concerned. But let's see what happens now with the wedges. See if they can hold yet again. Right there. I want to see if she goes up or she goes down. Of course, I hate this chart I have to use. Bear with me. Make this right. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, cool. Good enough. All right, next chart here. Pulse Doge. Finally fell under 1 cent. Pulse Doge has been hanging over 1 cent for a while. I was pretty impressed with it. I see we've been bouncing off of 1 cent since May 2nd. Today finally knocked it over 1 cent. If you're a Mexican, as far as I'm concerned, I consider this a great opportunity for Pulse Doge. And if you really think, if you look at the rest of the market and what Pulse Doge dropped today, what, 9.8%? That's 9.86%. That's good compared to other projects. And Pulse Doge is just a meme coin. So, I mean, keep this all in mind, Mexicans. I hope you're listening to me. Now, what we're going to do, I'm going to bring this in. I'm going to change things up a little bit so we can watch this closely. Because when I made these, it wasn't, the market volatility wasn't so bad. But at this point, it's so volatile. We got to watch it very closely. So what I want to see is if we can break back above here with this trend. I am saying that we can, but only time will tell. There we go. It's giving me a hard way to go, guys. Bear with me. I don't know why I'm doing this right now. You know, I'm going to stop right now. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. All right. We have PLSD, which is Pulse Doge coin, the original knockoff, copycat of the original Pulse Doge project. But they did do an airdrop, and a lot of people made money, including myself. Thank you very much, guys. It dropped fairly significant, actually, compared to Pulse Doge. It is down to 225 now. So it had a pretty hard hit with this drop today, but it recovered nicely. It's currently sitting at 225. It dropped down to as low as 209. So we just have to keep an eye on this one, see what's going to happen next. I'll put the support so we know where the support was. It's going to have extreme resistance up here at 282. All right, P33. P33 didn't do anything. Of all projects, it didn't do anything. P33. Interesting. Maybe that means something. That's why you always want to check everything. I know I'm not the only person going, huh. All right. So we're going to jump backwards, and we're going to look here. Pulsechain was updated on May 8th. So they're still updating it, the testnet. It's so frustrating, but we're getting close, guys, with this bear market now. I wanted to show you guys very quickly also two things. Focus on the future. Don't focus on the present. That's the trick with investing in cryptocurrency. If you're focusing on today, you're not an investor, you're a trader. And traders, I mean, you got to hit the market. It's just too volatile, guys. Most people lose money if they try to be traders. Some are successful, most lose. But if you're an investor, you'll be fine. Trust me. Now, HEX Stake Calculator. I wanted to go over this the other day. Nobody's talking about doing a ladder with your stakes right now because Ethereum was so expensive. And before it was expensive, people talked about it all the time. But when Pulsechain goes active, it's going to be dirt cheap, almost free to ladder your stakes, right? So you can actually, have stakes in weekly, daily, theoretically. Who would do that? But that would get stupid. But let's make a realistic hypothetical thing here. Say you had 200,000 hex to invest, okay? And I'll put a link for this on the video, guys. Say you have 200,000 hex to stake. The starting date is today, May 15th, 2022. All right. The total the length of the ladder in days. You want to do 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. All right. We're going to go all the way out 15 years. Take full advantage of everything. The end stake date end date of the first stake will be, we'll make it, we don't want to do yearly. We're going to do number of stakes. All right, so we're going to make this 300 stakes. So we're going to have mad stakes going on, all right, guys? Now, here's the trick. The stakes are going to be super cheap at first, but they're going to go up in price as time goes on, all right? Because as Pulsechain is adopted, it may turn to like an Ethereum thing on you, but I think it'll work out. But all this is hypothetical. You can play with your own numbers. I'm just showing you the calculator, all right? So I'm going to say I want to do 300 stakes, and this will be over the course of 15 years. The end date of the first stake, it's a little further out than I want, but that's fine. That's make it, all right, we'll just leave that there. 5/6/2023, so the end date of my first stake will be 1 year from today. All right, the end of the ladder will be 7/21/2037. The total number of stakes is 300, all right? A hex per stake, so, ooh. That's a heck of a number, guys. If you're a Christian, you see why. Okay. Ooh, I'm not doing 300, all right? Man, that's funny. But it'll end July 30th, 2037. I'll be a very old man then. Each step of the ladder is 19 days, so I already don't like it. 19 days, step of the ladder, it's not cool. So we're going to change this around anyway. We're going to make this 280 days. Nope. 286. Nope, I don't like that either. Let's make it 270 stakes. Look at either. Man, this thing will make me look stupid. All right, let's do 200 stakes. Total of 200 stakes. All right. Now remember, you can sit down in front of your computer and make 200 stakes for next to nothing when Pulsechain initially goes live. Okay. Now, you'll have each step of the ladder is 28 days. That's much better. Total. So every 28 days you get a paycheck to yourself. Okay. Total effective hex. It will be 493,800 hex at the end of the stake. All right, at the very end of it. And what you're going to do is you just ladder them. Now remember, that's just an estimate. It doesn't account for all of the penalties that you'll receive. But as you'll see, like you'll start and it'll be small increments that you'll receive. Like so the average, what was it, $1,000? So yeah, the first few will just be 1,200, 1,300. And as you can see, as time goes on, so we'll jump up to 2026, and it's 1876, 1923, 2000, and you can see it really growing in value as time goes on up to we hit up here at the end. It's like 3,000. But I'm planning on laddering a crap load of stakes so that, and I'm trying to decide, do I want to do it every 2 weeks or monthly? I have not decided that yet because there's always a risk that what if Pulsechain the transaction fee goes up so much. No, I'm probably going to do an extreme amount, to tell you the truth. And I'll probably do it every 2 weeks, but right now, let's just say I did it monthly. I think it's a very good play, and you got to remember, the further out you go, the better off you are. So you're better off laddering the stake way out and constantly receiving something, but you're setting yourself up for the end rewards where the payout's really good. But anyway, I'll put a link on here for you. It's important to ladder your stakes when it's cost effective, which it's not cost effective with Ethereum right now, unless you're playing big numbers. All right. Last but not least, this is getting more important to me. This is FreePulse.io. Now I want to show you the power of FreePulse.io, and I know a lot of people aren't listening because I'm not getting a lot of link clicks or my referral from it. This is going to be an airdrop. Okay, it's not an airdrop like you would think. It's not really an airdrop. It's a faucet. And look at this. For that time when I said, I can't show you how to play this because I didn't have any. Well, now I can. I have 7,221 in here. All right. It's pretty powerful, guys. And it was set up by Hexicans. It was set up by Hexicans a while back, like last summer. I'm going to say August or September. The referral, I have one referral so far. So I got like 40 commission. It says it right here. Get rich on commissions. You can earn generous commissions by referring users to freepulse.io, 50% of all free claims, and 1% of all bets. Yeah, this is gonna be huge, guys. And all you do is I've been had my wallet connected to this for like this going on 9 months now, maybe 8, 7 or 8. But it's like super easy. Basically, when you once your MetaMask wallet is connected to it, every 2 hours, I believe it's every 2 hours, you can come in here. Yeah, it's every 2 hours. You come in here, you log in, and then the lottery will go through. Today I hit pretty good. I got 71 today because I think I hit 9,000 something. But the lottery, and then you'll get awarded Pulse like every 2 hours. It says you can win up to $200 of free Pulse every hour. Or yeah, it's super easy to do, and then you can just transfer this out to your wallet. It's really that easy, guys. And right now it's on a test net, so none of this is real. We're waiting for it to go live. But once it goes live, it's going to do the exact same drip. And I don't care if you got millions of Pulse. If you think that Pulse is going to be worth $1 one day, it's kind of dumb not to take advantage of this. It's kind of like the guy who sold Bitcoin for 2 pieces. You see what I mean? All right. Crash. So these are the games you can play. This is why I went broke. When it does go live, because it's also like a gambling platform, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing the gambling portion. So let's say right now I'm going to place a bet for the next one that goes live. So I'm going to place a minimum bet of 200. Okay, minimum. What? Am I in? I'm not in. So the minimum is 100. So I'm gonna cash out I'm gonna do the auto. I don't want to do the auto cash out. There's no fun. So what I'm gonna do is auto bet is off. Let's let it crash. Once it crashes, then I can put the next bet in. Of course, this is the one where it shoots way up. So whoever's sitting there, I mean, they could win huge right now. But I'm gonna let it run its course. That way you can understand what it does. Figure at this point you're still looking, you're interested. It doesn't go this high usually, guys. It usually crashes at 1x. This is ridiculous. Doesn't happen for me like this. I just missed this one too. Oh my gosh. My luck. And it's still going. Of all the times I've logged in here, I've never seen it go this high. And it's still going. And it's still going. Son of a gun. All right. We're just going to wait for it. All right. Any minute now. Any minute. I can't believe this. It's still going. That makes me feel like it's broke. There it is. It gets crashed. So basically, this is how it works. All right, so now I'm going to bet 100. Now watch this crap, guys, because I know how this is going to play out for me. I'm going to bet 100. Well, actually, I did minimum bet 200. So I bet 200. Here we go. I can cash out at any point. All right. Should I cash out, guys? Should I cash out? Where we going? Where we going? Should I cash out? And I'm going to cash out. All right. So, boom. And you get the idea of it. So I went from 72 to 74.38. But it's a little bit of gambling, and it's very addictive. So you want to be careful. Let's see where it actually ends. And it's actually really fun to play. You're going to get like 10,000 of these. Oh, by the way, you get 10,000 automatically when you set it up on your wallet just to play around with on a test net. But yeah, it's very addictive. And then you got the roulette. I didn't do this one yet. This is a new one. And then you have the multiply. Place a bet, instantly lose or win a multiple of your wager. And then mines. I played mines a lot. I was not doing very good. Let's set it up for 5 mines. Start. This is up. Oh, God dang it. All right. So you get the idea, guys. It's very addicting. All you got to do is set it up on your wallet. It's legit. You can dig through Discord. You can go to their Telegram. These guys are real Hexicans. It is really going to be a faucet. The concept behind it was to put Pulsechain. It's meant to draw people into Pulsechain. What better way to get your friends to learn about Pulse and to say you can get free Pulse? And it's right here. All you got to do is connect it to your MetaMask wallet, and then come over, copy this referral link, tweet it out, send it to your friend, tell them to join it, and that's all there is to it. I'm going to have a link for mine. So if you're going to give it a try, use my link so I get a little love. All right. But yeah, anyway, that was fun. All right, guys. So that's it for this video. So until next one, stay positive. Don't be fearful, guys. There's a lot of opportunities out there. Today's the day I want to be buying, or this week. But yeah. All right, guys. Stay blessed. Stay stress-free. Go to the gym. Work out. Walk. Let the sunlight hit you outside. Don't hang over your computer while it crashes. It'll come back. All right.